All right, day 10 of the Approach Anxiety program. I just got done working, so, I just drove to Walmart. I didn't go home and change first or anything. So, this is the first day where we're going to do drills inside. And honestly, the drills inside are more or less going to be pretty similar to the ones we did outside, asking where something is, different variations of that. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, like the things I'm going to have you do. Just the actual exercises are going to be a little more difficult, but also the environment is a little more difficult. The majority of people feel a lot less anxiety outside than inside because, when you're inside, you can kind of feel a little closed in, a little bit claustrophobic. And it's kind of a subconscious thing in the back of your brain, like, oh, I don't have anywhere to run to. Like I'm inside here in case someone freaks out. But also, when you're inside, people tend to be a little bit closer together. So, if you were doing all those drills outside and you were somehow able to get through all of them and everyone was spread out and no one was able to hear you doing them or something like that, you probably won't be able to get away with that inside just because there's less space and people are closer together. There's a way higher chance that one or multiple people are going to hear what you're doing, which again, doesn't really matter because worst case scenario, before worst case scenario, 90% of them aren't going to give a fuck about anything you're saying, if they're even listening. The ones who do give a fuck, the 10% who would even listen and even think anything, they're not going to actually do anything, all right? You have to start looking at things based on what people actually do, like in reality. The main thing people are worried about are, but they might think a bad thing about me. They might think it's weird. Okay, are their thoughts fucking hurting you? Are their thoughts hurting you? Are you ever going to see them again? No, you're not. You are literally scared of invisible things that don't exist, all right? So this is going to kind of get you used to doing that in areas where people are closer together so that you start to not give a shit if anyone hears you doing or saying anything. So day number 10 is all you need to do is ask 5 people where something is, all right? And at least one of them needs to be a non-employee, all right? So, you can ask 5 people. It doesn't matter what item it is. I usually just say peanut butter. So at least one of those people has to be a non-employee. And the reason for that is that it's kind of nonsensical. Kind of like with the directions where some people are like, oh, well, everyone has a phone, so why would I do this, blah, blah, blah. A big, not rejection, a big, man, I can't think of the word right now. A reason why people are resistant to this exercise, man, I can't think of the fucking word, is because they're like, well, why would I ask a person and not ask an employee? And won't the people say that too, blah, blah, blah. Again, it doesn't matter. You will see that the majority of people, just like with all the exercises, all the other exercises, they are not thinking that. They just are asked the question and they'll just respond. They're on fucking autopilot. And the worst case scenario, let's just say they're like, oh, did you ask an employee? Or I don't know, maybe ask an employee. Just be like, yeah, honestly, I asked 2 of them. Literally neither of them know where the fuck anything is. Like, these people are useless. Or just say something to get out of it. All right. So do that. And that will be the end of day 10. Excuse me. Do you know where the peanut butter is?
Yes, it's aisle 18.
18?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see it. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so day number 11 it's pretty similar to day number 10. So you're going to ask 3 people where the peanut butter is. At least one of them has to be a non-employee. And then you're going to ask 3 people where the peanut butter is. And again, one of them has to be a non-employee. And after they answer, you have to say, you're not lying, are you? So with the directions exercise, you were saying, are you sure? Which doesn't necessarily directly imply like, oh, are you lying? But this one, you're actually saying, you're not lying, are you? So it's like slightly more confrontational. And then add to that the fact that you're inside. Usually it's a little more anxiety inducing for people. Some people are actually more comfortable inside than outside. I've just, based on what I've seen, just the majority of people are more comfortable outside. If you happen to be one of the people where it's easier for you inside, cool. I guess these exercises are going to be easier for you. So yeah, ask 3 people where something is. One has to be a non-employee. Ask 3 people where something is, and then say, you're not lying, are you? And at least one of them has to be an employee, and that's it. Excuse me. Do you know where the peanut butter is?
That's gonna be by the coffee. The
Coffee?
peanut butter coffee.
Oh, okay. You're not lying, are you?
That's the line
No.
right there.
Oh, okay, I see it. All right, thanks. You like hardly spoke English. He's like, I don't even fucking know what you're saying, dude. All right, day 12 is you have to ask 2 people where something is. At least one has to be a non-employee. You have to ask 2 people where something is and then say, you're not lying, are you? And one of them has to be a non-employee. And then you have to ask 3 people where something is. One of them has to be a non-employee. And then you say, you're not lying, are you? And then after that, say, because the last guy lied to me. All right. So pretty similar to the outside one you did, just like a little bit different. And actually, it's not even, you don't even have to talk to as many people as the outside one. The reason I did that is because it might be a little bit harder depending on where you go to actually get the volume to do it. So I kind of reduced the number just a little bit to compensate for that. If you go to any, just go to any freaking Walmart or Target or Whole Foods, and you should be able to get everyone you need.
I heard the chair go, and I was like, "Really, just jump that high?"
Where's your bathroom at?
Hey, you know where the car batteries are?
Our batteries are over there.
On there?
2 of that.
Auto accessories?
2 of that
Okay.
guy. Yeah, over there by the oil.
Okay. You're not lying, right?
What?
You're not lying, right? Last guy lied to me. He took me in another direction. It's on there? Okay. All right, thanks. Yeah, I did that. He like looked at me like I was fucking retarded. Like, why would I lie to you? But that's the reason why we do these exercises, so that you can see people give you weird looks sometimes. And now, look, I'm out of the situation. I'm totally fine. The cops didn't get called on me. It's okay.